Welcome back to Rudniki episode 42. We're just over here on field 15. We got to get this planted with wheat. We did the other big field we just purchased on the previous episode. This is all nice and planted with wheat. We're getting a nice yield out of that. We're going to take that over to our new production that we got. Let's double check this. Yeah, we can roll. Well, we got to roll too. I forgot all about that. And then, yeah, nitrogen. So we'll do rolling and nitrogen to get these where they need to be. We got the windmill. We're going to make get some flour going. Be nice to actually be our first production. And then we are producing milk now, finally, which is awesome. And we're going to try to well, maybe purchase that dairy. Because if we do, then we can obviously get more products out of that. But we can try to deliver it first, I suppose, because we're going to need the money. And the cows are filling up quite fast. I mean, we're almost halfway already. We should probably just sell this brown Swiss because it's not doing anything. We never turn the reproduction on for it. And it's just sitting there eating food unnecessarily. So we'll grab the wagon and we'll get that sold over to the animal dealer. And then, yeah. I wonder if the cows will quit producing milk after a certain time. You know, we have this offspring that just came in. We could probably turn automatic reproduction on. Let's do that because actually it holds, I believe, yeah, 15. We're at 9 out of 15. So let's just leave automatic on. It'll actually we probably actually should have did that right away the more I think about it. Because then we would have got milk right away and all that good stuff. The mod was hindering us, but we had to do that for the chickens because it was just way too much. And they used too much food. We want it to be like a nice usage, not going crazy. We're running out of everything. Okay, so I think without further ado, we will get this planted. We'll go ahead and get the slurry tank all hooked up. And then we'll also do some rolling. Maybe I'll do the rolling first. I think we're gonna do, we filled this up, so we got a nice full load here. Gotta drag this down to the field so it's easier. We'll put it on this side road. We might as well put these seed bags away too while we're here. Because we are done planting for the year. Pop them right in here. Got a nice little stack of things going here in our seed shed. I like it. Nice to get some use out of this. We got our lime, our herbicide, and now our seeds. We will build, we're probably gonna have to get some dry fertilizer stuff too for our gardens. Again, that'd be a good job to do in the winter. And easily stock up on things. We gotta get a good budget here. We're still kind of scraping by. We do gotta fix our tractor too. We are running pretty low on our wrench icon, if you will. Service. There, plenty of seeds. We could also use those in the garden, which is perfect. Alright, let's close her up. We do gotta remember to... Well, I'm gonna pop this door open so I don't forget. We gotta sell that one cow. We'll do it after the time. Hey guys! We haven't even really peeked on the new calves. One trying to walk. So it's only gonna show 2 of them. That must be all the kit's gonna show. Garden's looking good. We got some potatoes. So with potatoes, I think we were just gonna sell those if I'm not mistaken. When will those sell if we can't put them in any production, right? That's all. The windmill is just flour, olive oil. Yeah, we'll have to sell them. When do they sell? December. Okay. Well, how full is that getting actually too? Yeah, these 2 here. I got plenty of room. Yeah, look at this. Looks good. Nice if we had another tractor too, we could, you know, leave it hooked up and pull it down, but we gotta make do with what we have. I'm hoping with all this extra stuff we got with the production, the bigger field, all this good stuff that we're really gonna drive home a profit. Not that we weren't before, but we sure burned through it quick. Yeah, this will work perfect for this. I have to keep running back to the house. I think we'll park it down here in between both fields. Make it real easy. Maybe off to the side just a bit. Would be great. Excellent. Okay, let's see. We got 2. Let's set up some lines quick. Let's do... let's try to do 2, I guess. Okay, so then we gotta figure out what we're gonna target here. So, we got 130. We want to get 140. There's 10 on here. Let's look at our... There's 20 and 10. So we could probably... Let's see. I think 130 might be good, because if we go over just a little bit, it's fine, but then we'll be it back up. Let's do, yeah, let's leave it right where it's at, on 130. Should work out fairly good. Alright, take a quick peek here. 155, that's gonna be slightly over, but we're on perfect. That's what we want. Perfect. And most of it's 20. Maybe we should go down to 10. Let's bring it down 10. Otherwise we're gonna get over on that. The area with 20. So I think it's this here. 120. Alright. I think we are good to go. Okay, I think we got most of it. There's some bad spots here and there. But for the most part, we are pretty good shape. I thought I was going to have to go up to the sale area and get another load of slurry. But we lucked out because we had a little bit left in the cow shed that got us through. Thank goodness. And now we'll be having more cows. So might as well let them keep, like I said, producing as much as we can. Up to 15, then we'll get some more slurry. Because that's got to save us some money. That's starting to become a costly thing, but that's what happens when you grow. Ran a little bit into the night here, but we got to get the work done. There we go. We'll go grab our trailer, bring it back. And then I think we can go ahead and rest. That was a busy month. Then we're going to have to do some spraying. I wonder if... I've never really ran the wrench all the way down. I don't know if it's going to shut off on us. I don't think that's in the base game. I've been looking on the mod hub. There's cool... Well, not on the mod hub, excuse me. It was a YouTube video. It's supposed to come to the mod hub, but there's this cool mechanic for breakdowns, and actually it's pretty quite detailed on the fixing of your tractor. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it would be an interesting playthrough to do, you know, the next playthrough like that. Kind of considering it. The only thing is we're probably going to have a farm that's kind of set up already, because we're going to be wasting a lot of money in maintenance, I think. It's insane. I guess it's realistic. Depending on what happens, it might break down too much, so it might not be the, you know, the most realistic, I suppose, but it is realistic in the fact that you actually have, you know, grease it up, you know, change there's little things like air filters, I think, and all that stuff. So it'd be kind of cool to do that for a playthrough. We'll have to see if it comes to mod up. I kind of really only want to do it if it does come on the mod hub, just because it's, you know, tested, it's easier to update. Okay, property income 350. Animal upkeep, property maintenance. We're starting to get more bills, aren't we? Now that I suppose we own more fields, we own the windmill. Oh yeah, I left the shed door open on purpose to sell that cow. We'll do it right now so I don't forget. It was too dark to see it. But we will have to get some spraying done on the fields. Actually, 15 don't look too bad, but 9 could use it for sure. Like I said, we'll get the cow sold. It's literally... Well, actually, now that we turned it on automatic reproduction, it's probably actually producing milk for us now. Yeah, we might be fine, now that I think about it. Because we basically turned this off, so now it's doing, you know, what the base game would do, I assume. Yeah, we'll leave them then. That's fine. Milk is filling up. If we do have to sell a little bit, I suppose we could fill those canisters up and put it to the side, but it's not realistic to put milk aside either. That's in October. Yeah, we might just end up selling that. See how it goes. Alright, we'll shut them back up. Okay, let's check the sales real quick. Not that we can afford anything, because we cannot. This is the planter for onions. That would be cool to do this playthrough with onions, because it's... looks like a nice crop to do, but the problem is the picker for onions is too much. Onion harvesting right here. I mean... yeah, we'd have to have the picker, which would be this guy, right? Which is quite expensive. And big. I haven't checked on onion harvesters on the mod hub. Maybe there's something that, you know, came up where it's a little smaller operation. We should probably wait till the rain's done. It's not realistic to be spraying in the rain here. We got some olives. Very nice. Those will get sold as well. Or no, we're actually going to take those over to the production. We could probably actually take them over there. So we could start working on the olive oil. That's right, we were going to do that. Oh, we could do that while it's we're waiting for the rain to quit. Still got plenty in here. Keep it out of the way. Okay, let's grab the skid steer. I think what we'll do... Let's just try to grab them both on one run. Those eventually, once we get a lot more... Well, how much is actually in the... We only had 2 spawn points, but actually more is probably there. No, there's not. It's just the 2. Perfect. We'll take it. Those will cost us a little bit to run it once we turn it on as well. More operation costs. But the payout should hopefully be worth it. Can we do this, split them like this, or is that not going to work? It'll work. Excellent. And we're doing this in the rain. Okay, how about that? Some rubber gloves in the hat. That's the best hat I could find for the rain. That's a little bit better. Don't get too soaked. Okay, so this should work now that we own it, I believe. They're in pallets though, so sometimes pallets can give problems. And if they do, we're gonna have to figure out something else. Do we open this hatch up? Yes, we do. Will it accept it? Probably gonna give us problems. Okay, it looks like it's not gonna work. So the other question is, can we load these on a flat or a trailer? So we gotta test that theory out. If that doesn't work, what we can do, a viewer suggested with the carrots, is we gotta find a bulk like silo that you can put anything into, and then we can take it back out. This is one of the things, the mechanics in the game, they gotta get this fixed. Hopefully the next Farm Sim it does not do this. I guess we'll just put the skid steer up here. We might have to go back. We probably should have just left the skid steer over there. We could have walked. Yeah, we'll get this configured. I'm pretty sure it probably won't let us, but olives might be different than carrots. Yeah, just the small one's good. Hopefully it works. If not, we may have to go on the mod hub. Which, if that's the case, I'll save it for the next episode to figure that out. Because we're coming right up on the end of the episode. Okay, can we do this? Let's make sure we're close enough. You can! Alright, I actually didn't think that was gonna work. And interestingly, you can't do that with carrots. Maybe because the olives, they don't actually come out in pallets on the base game. Those are bulk anyway. Or the carrots are not. Who knows? It's a big mystery. Okay, so now we can... Grain mill. We got olives in there, so we want to do olive oil. Let's go ahead and start it up. And we are on our way. So 2 olives will make 1 olive oil. Awesome. Can we go around the backside here, or do we have to... Yeah, we can. Don't get hit by the blades. Awesome, our first production is underway. I'm liking this. Hopefully we get some big bucks for that. We get this tractor fixed up. Like I said, it shouldn't shut off, I hope, but I'm sure the bill is getting racked up on us as well. Okay, we're going to leave it there for today's episode. We'll do the spraying on the next one. And then we'll continue on our quest.